A good morning. Welcome back. That's getting pretty bad back there. Hold on one second. Okay, that's a little bit better. At least presentable, right? Alright, the Project C, that's what we're messing with today. So what is it? Do you want to know what it is? Of course you do. Let's sit down and talk about it. Yeah, a bit of a story time here today. Project C. We're gonna go all the way back to the beginning and kind of just run down what it was and where it's at. So the Project C, this guy was a community designed yo-yo. Over on Patreon, what we did was everybody got to submit a design that they drew up. For the most part, just like a 2D drawing of what the cross section would look like. And then everybody voted on their favorite ones, and we narrowed it down. You might have seen the Project B. We had narrowed it down to 3 of them. I think Project C is actually Project A, but we've been saying Project C for so long now that it's Project C. You probably saw we did the Project B once, so that one was also voted on, and a lot of the community wanted it as well. So we did a version of that. I wasn't in love with it, so I kind of just scrapped that project at this point. I'm not going to redefine it like we are with this one. So this one specifically was a design by Terry. And then after it's voted on, the community over there voted on changes to the design. After we implemented those changes that were voted on, I made some changes. And that's when we got version 1. And produced it, made some changes. Version 2. Produced it, and made some changes, and that's where we get at with version number 3. Definitely the most polished, the most production ready, we will say. I want some more time with it before I commit to keeping it the same as this version 3 prototype. I'm undecided right now on what changes will be, if there are any. I just need more time. So this Project C, it's going to have a full name at some point. The other day on Instagram we took some suggestions for names that start with C, so I'm going to let Patreon vote on those, and also toss in Terry's name because it kind of started with his original design. He broke the rules a little bit. He didn't use a C name, he went with Reach, but I'll allow it because it ties in to the Halo theme, and it also kind of it fits with the theme of this yo-yo a little bit. So I'm going to have a vote over on Patreon. They'll finalize the name, and then it'll be off to the races some point for a limited run next year. But for right now, we're just focused on where this yo-yo is at. I want to talk about it a little bit and how it kind of fits into our lineup, because it fills a void. It's not like anything that we're currently producing. Now let's talk about a little bit where it fits into our lineup, why I'm so excited about it, why it wasn't just the solo Patreon run the way the Project B was. Project C, just straight out the rip, I like it a lot better than Project B, so they don't combine as much. It fits what I like in yo-yo better. But the Project C fits a big hole in our lineup that is a full size, oversized a little bit, mono metal. And now this wasn't planned at all. And I always preach to you guys the most important thing about yo-yo, the specs, especially the weight, don't matter. It's all about weight distribution. But the size of this yo-yo falls right in line with the void we have from the Warthog. And look at it. Come on. Just under 58 in diameter. Like 44.4-ish in the width. $65 grams. Has an undercut. V-ish shape. Project C takes the Warthog catch and makes it a lot more comfortable now. And the weight distribution is quite a bit different. They play different, but it fills that void. So that's why I'm so excited about it. I can't wait for you guys to play this version of it. This version of it I'm very happy with. I played it a lot today during that testing process. I'm not going to stand pat with it exactly. There might be a couple small things that we change. The spike is still a little bit sharper than I really prefer. But for the most part, that'll be it. Maybe something else aesthetically. But it plays fantastically where it's at. Super comfortable. That's the Project C version 3. That's where we're at. If you want one before having to wait like 6-8 months for the next one, there's a wait list on the Patreon page. If not, you'll get a finalized version with a different name at some point in middle of 2022. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same place.